In this video, we are going to talk about Apple stock analysis. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Ahead of the consumer electronics giant's December quarter earnings report, Apple, AAPL, saw its stock soar to new highs. However, given the recent drop in Apple stock, many investors are wondering if AAPL is a good buy right now. Apple has become a multiple-time American success story. With the Apple II, it kicked off the personal computer revolution in the 1970s. In the 1980s, it reinvented the PC with the Macintosh. Steve Jobs, a co-founder of Apple, returned to lead the company in 1997 and oversaw a string of successful inventions, including the iMac, iPod, iTunes, iPhone, iPad, and the App Store. The iPhone is the most important factor in Apple's modern success. The game-changing smartphone, which debuted in 2007, ignited years of massive growth and built a loyal customer base eager to purchase Apple products and services. However, as consumers hang on to their phones for longer periods of time between updates, iPhone sales have slowed. With the first 5G iPhones, however, Apple may be in the midst of a big upgrade period. Apple stock news: iPhone 12 supercycle? On October 23, the Cupertino, California-based company began selling the 5G-enabled iPhone 12 series. The phones come in three different display sizes: 5.4, 6.1, and 6.7 inches, with prices varying from $699 to $1,099. The 14th generation iPhones feature upgraded cameras, faster processors, and a modern design in addition to ultra-fast 5G wireless connectivity. A new rear-facing lidar scanner is included in the iPhone 12 Pro models. LiDAR, which stands for Light Detection and Ranging, allows for depth sensing in picture and video applications, as well as faster autofocus in low light conditions. It would also expand the reach of augmented reality experiences. The more expensive versions of the iPhone 12 series have seen good sales figures. However, Apple recently reduced development of the iPhone 12 mini, which is the most affordable model. The news sent Apple's stock plummeting. On October 13, Apple held an online event to unveil the iPhone 12 series as well as the HomePod mini smart speaker. Investors, on the other hand, were unimpressed. The day after the iPhone 12 was unveiled, Apple's stock fell 2.7%. It was the worst reaction to an iPhone launch ever on Wall Street. Apple is said to be working on a number of new items that could be released this spring. New iPad Pro tablets, AirPods wireless earbuds, and AirTags tracking systems are among them. In addition, it will introduce the first Apple Silicon-powered iMac desktop computers. Apple's annual Worldwide Developers Conference could be the venue for the unveiling of such items. The virtual WWDC for this year is scheduled for June 7 to 11. Apple opportunities for growth. Investors are curious what the next major growth factor for Apple stock will be as the iPhone market matures. Apple's revenues and earnings have recently been boosted by two businesses: services and wearables. Apple's services revenue increased by 24% to $15.8 billion in the December period. The App Store, AppleCare, iCloud, Apple Pay, Apple Music, Apple TV+, Apple Arcade, and other services are available. Wall Street's consensus forecasts for Apple's services market for the next 2 years, according to Morgan Stanley analyst Katie Huberty, are too poor for the next 2 years. Meanwhile, Apple's App Store practices, including its 30% commission fee, are being investigated by antitrust authorities in the United States and Europe. Apple cut its commission rate for small developers to 15% on November 18, likely to satisfy regulators. However, Apple's stock fell in the days following the announcement. According to news sources, the European Union expects to file antitrust charges against Apple over the App Store in the coming weeks. According to Wedbush securities analyst Daniel Ives, the threat of regulatory action is a headline danger for Apple stock. Apple discontinues original HomePod speaker. In the December quarter, Apple's wearables, home, and accessories unit saw a 30% rise in revenue to nearly $13 billion. Wearables such as the Apple Watch, AirPods wireless earbuds, and Beats headphones are included in this category. The Apple HomePod wireless speaker and other miscellaneous items are also included. Apple revealed on March 12 that the original HomePod music speaker would be phased out in favor of the smaller, less costly HomePod Mini. The HomePod Mini is $99, while the larger model is $349. Apple has recently been linked to the creation of a self-driving electric vehicle. Those rumors gained traction in January, when Hyundai revealed that it was in early talks with Apple about forming a car partnership. According to news sources, Apple has recently held talks with Nissan and other automakers. Apple's stock hasn't risen as a result of the car reports. After the company's fiscal first quarter earnings release, AAPL stock has dropped. Apple's earnings were better than anticipated, but there was no guidance. Apple reported better than expected December quarter results on January 27. In its fiscal first quarter, which ended December 26, Apple received $1.68 per share on revenue of $111.44 billion. Analysts expected earnings of $1.41 per share on $103.28 billion in revenue. Apple's earnings increased by 34% year-over-year, while revenues increased by 21%. The launch of the iPhone 12 series handsets helped a 17% increase in iPhone sales to $65.6 billion in the December quarter. At that time, Apple's iPhone market accounted for 59% of the company's revenue. Meanwhile, Mac computer sales increased by 21% to $8.7 billion, while iPad tablet sales increased by 41% to $8.4 billion. Work from home and school at home patterns sparked growth in both product segments, thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic. Apple did not have March quarter guidance, citing business uncertainty linked to the coronavirus pandemic. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, which began in early 2020 and caused confusion for the company has not provided financial guidance. The day after the Q1 earnings release, Apple's stock fell 3.5%. The company's March quarter earnings report may be the next possible trigger for Apple shares. On April 28, Apple will announce its fiscal second quarter performance. Exclusive Apple stock ratings. Since the start of the tech stock sell-off in mid-February, Apple stock has been underperforming the broader market. The IBD relative strength rating for AAPL is 51 out of 99. The relative strength ranking compares a stock's price output over the last 52 weeks to that of all other stocks. According to the IBD stock checkup tool, Apple has an IBD composite rating of 67 out of 99. IBD's composite rating blends 5 proprietary fundamental and technical performance scores into a single, easy-to-understand number. A composite rating of 90 or higher distinguishes the best growth stocks. Apple became the first corporation to cross a market cap of $1 trillion in August 2018. Microsoft, MSFT, Amazon.com, AMZN, and Google parent Alphabet, Google, have all joined it in the trillion-dollar club since it reached the landmark. In early June 2020, Apple stock became the first to reach a market value of over $1.5 trillion. Then came Amazon and Microsoft. AAPL stock became the first to cross a market capitalization of $2 trillion in August 2020. Apple stock could hit a market cap of $3 trillion this decade, according to Gene Munster, managing partner at Lou Ventures. AAPL stock technical analysis. On November 30, investment bank Morgan Stanley said Apple is one of the best 5G wireless investment plays, giving the stock a boost. According to IBD Leaderboard Review, Apple stock broke out of a cup with handle base on January 22 at a buy point of 138.89. On January 25, Apple stock hit a new high of 145.09, fueled by expectations for a good holiday quarter release. However, following the release of AAPL's December quarter earnings report, the stock fell out of the buy zone. According to IBD Trading Principles, Apple stock caused a stop-loss sell rule on February 17. According to IBD MarketSmith charts, Apple supply has been consolidating for the past 11 weeks, with a buy point of 145.19. On April 5, AAPL stock closed at 125.90 in the regular session. Is Apple stock a buy right now? Apple stock is currently not a purchase, but it could become one in the near future. AAPL, on the other hand, is currently trading in the lower half of its current base. It's also trying to break through its 50-day moving average axis. Until reaching its next structured purchase point, Apple stock is likely to face overhead resistance. Furthermore, AAPL has a DIBD accumulation distribution rating, suggesting institutional sale. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, BRKB, sold around 57 million Apple shares worth $7.4 billion in the fourth quarter. Keep an eye on the stock market as a whole. Don't try to battle the stock market's general trend if it goes south. What do you think about our video? Are you planning to invest in a stock? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.